This, again, this section with the page, still trying to get you to take a look where you can take the ruler and put the 0 at the bottom and rotate to the number that you're trying to divide to the top, in this case into 3, so there, here it is at 9 again. So here this part is here. And just simply give yourself the horizon line there. And kind of just repeating this so it'll work out for you. This is the horizon line. The vanishing point is going to go to the left. Vanishing point to the right. And basically just try to find the part that you're going to have for the tower to start. So I'm just going to start with the point down below and just build a rectangular shape and just build it up one height depending on how high you want the first floor. If you think of it like a building, building this part up, so I'm just going to make it about this wide. Not too far. And this side about this wide here. Okay. So if I estimate how tall I want this to be, using the straight edge as a triangle T-square kind of idea, I'm just going to go up about this high and let that dimension just make a light line back to the vanishing point for there and going back to the right. And you can see it's going to go up from this high straight up. So it's kind of a similar rectangle that we've tried before, right here. And I'm just going to extend it up a little bit because I know it's going to be a tower. So I can take it up and let that be part of it. And I'm going to make it transparent so that you can see the different flooring that goes in there. And let that go up. So that's the tower. Okay? And I can put the back in, but first I just want you to see the front and make this. If I add 4 stories to this, or try to add at least, see how far, I'm just going to take a piece of paper or the ruler and just make a marking right like that. And this is a quick, easy way to measure this on a vertical. So I'm going over the horizon line. And I've just added 4 floors to this. And I'm just going to take the front. I'm going to heavy up this line right here and just put a light line to the vanishing point so you can see the distance, because it's going to stop here. And I want it to stand out, but I also want to be able to see where it came from. And that gives me this tower. And I'm going to take and just heavy up this outside edge, the vertical center, and do the same on the opposite side. So I'm kind of just, I know where it's going to stop, and then just make a light line. So it gives me plenty of guidance with the ruler. And it gives me all the way to the top there. So it makes it pretty easy. And then extended this piece so I can heavy up that line and give it a best. Now when you're doing the pen, you can take the pen, turn it vertically and turn it to the side, and it'll give you a pretty good thickness of about three passes. You can see how heavy that's become. And what I mean by that is I take the pen and have it at an angle, go vertical with it, and then go the opposite angle. And it gives you this nice thick line weight difference that we're trying to establish, just so you can see it through all the construction lines. So that gives you that piece. Okay? And it's that simple. Now, if I want to extend this to have it go to another block on the other side, if you remember from before, if you found the center of this front piece, so I'm just going to cross this diagonal, but not all the way. I'm just going to kind of go to the section that the ruler intersects to find that center point. And take this to the vanishing point. This is the division, so that's going to be the dividing line. And then from connecting this to a corner, it's going to project itself right to here. And that's how big that next box would be. And this is something that we've done before on some of the measuring. And here's the height of it. So you can see right there's the overall segment. And I'll heavy it up and just extend it to the foreground, because I'll repeat one coming up the other direction. Just to show you. So I can use the same projection to coming across the other side. So this part was the center of it on both sides of it. And just extend it coming from the top. So it comes all the way to this, almost right to the front of the paper. And then this goes straight up. So it's using a couple of the geometric ways of measuring for perspective to build that up. And now you can see where you can just extend this to the vanishing point. It makes it fill right out. So I'll just keep the straight edge, make a few lines that extend out to this part. And then go the opposite direction. And again, this one's going to go vertical, so just line it up with the straight edge. And there you have it. So it shows a little bit of the transparency through that side. This back one that you see, it's just going to go to the vanishing point on the other side, and it'll be hidden behind that piece. So you can kind of see the overall structure of this. So it's kind of a T shape, and again, just kind of using some of the broad shading strokes, but just kind of giving the same direction as it goes into the perspective. And then if I wanted to do the same with this, I could project the one in the back just by taking a look at this panel and projecting it back 2 places. So if you can see this rectangle, just finding the center of it, it's using that same method. Here's this part. Did it stop on your screen? Yeah. Okay. I'll just finish it and then I'll rewind it to you.
Oh, no,
okay. So from here to here I can extend this right to this line, and that's going to be where the, and do one more. Let's rotate it across. And that kind of gives you the floor plan of these two coming down. And then you just go up and connect all these pieces. So I'll just take the vertical line right there. Right there. And right there. Gives you these 2 extra pieces in the back. And there you go. So you kind of get this T shape all the way to that center piece.